Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. Let's do some cooking. With the coming Halloween and fall, pumpkins will be everywhere. Let me show you an old Puerto Rican recipe called Barriguitas De Vieja that translates to old ladies' berries, but they are also known as Tortitas De Calabaza. My mom used to make them to me. For this amazing recipe, we will need 1 pound of kabocha squash, but any pumpkin will do, 2 eggs, 1 cup of flour, 6 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. But most important, a lot of fun. Let's start by boiling the pumpkin for 15 minutes with the skin on. The skin will give integrity, if not it will break apart. The name Barriguitas De Vieja or Old Lady's Berry is a play on how the fritters look. They're round, a little wrinkly, and have a dimple in the center, like that old lady belly. While the pumpkin is getting boiled, let's start working on the flour. It is always a recommendation to sift the flour for any recipe. O como decía mi abuela, siempre hay que cernir la harina. In Puerto Rico, kabocha is typically sold in slices because people are looking for the bright orange color. The kabocha squash flesh is firmer than a pumpkin but much sweeter. It's a great option for any pumpkin dessert. After done boiling the pumpkin, you need to use a strainer. Don't leave it on the pot with water. It will absorb back a lot. Let it strain for 10 to 15 minutes. This will drain the majority of the water and it cool down. Now that the pumpkin have drained all the water and cooled down, now you can handle it without getting burned. Let's start by getting rid of all that skin. Use a knife or a spoon and scrape all that pulp out of the skin. Now let's mash it with a fork. Hay que majarla bien. Mash it as good as possible. You may use a food processor, but nah. Start by adding the rest of the ingredients. The vanilla, the cinnamon, the salt, the sugar, the brown sugar, the eggs, and mix it all together. Get that sifted flour, you know, the one that your abuelita always told you, mijo, siempre hay que cernir la harina. And start mixing that mejunje. As I always love to use my faithful immersion blender, here she is. Now, dale candela a ese aceite. Let's start warming the frying oil. Place a wooden spoon in it, and if it bubbles, you're good to go. Deep fry them in medium-high heat. Use a large spoon or una cuchara para virar arroz. That's what my mom used to add the mix to the frying pan. Let me tell you about another way to scoop the mix into the frying pan, cause it's sticky. If you think a 1 spoon is not for you, use 2 spoons. Scoop some of the mixture into 1 spoon and use the other one to scrape the mixture into the hot oil. Use some tongs, pliers, a fork, or the force to flip them. Fry each side until golden brown. These are delicious Puerto Rican traditional pumpkin patties or dumplings, Barriguitas de Vieja or Tortitas de Calabaza. They are great as a dessert or as a snack. They're very sweet for all the pumpkin lovers, a must-try recipe. When both sides are golden brown, you're done. Get them out of the frying pan and place them on paper towel, just to dry the excess of frying oil out of them. Eat them hot. My mom used to make them for me, so it brings me beautiful memories. My kids today tried them for the first time in their life and they love them. My mom served them without powdered sugar, but that's an option. Hope you tried them, subscribe to my channel, leave a commentary. This is Dog Traveler, thanks for watching and buen provecho.